Hello Dawn, this is your reading, and starting off with a past issue with you. I felt like there was like a curiosity, even a point of not trusting something. Something was bugging you where you just had to go and search, and you did. And I felt this was an opening. This opened up something for you, to someone. And initially I felt it opened up quite well for you, but there was a hurdle for you to pass through to get to the present moment. So, getting on to the present moment, it doesn't feel as good as it did before. I'm getting a neediness around you where I feel you're tied down, and this also could be to this person I picked up with the past issue with you. This person comes across as quite demanding, and I feel they have quite a hold over you, but it feels like they're using your love as part of an anchor to use your lovely personality, your caring nature, and that's one of the holds they're using onto you. And that's also creating a barrier where I feel there's a desire for you to do something more, and this person's dragging you in when I feel this tied down feeling, and it doesn't feel very nice. And I don't want to be rude to anyone on here, but it doesn't feel like you're in a nice place at the moment. And it feels there's control over you, and a lot of that control is because of your love, your lovey energy that flows within and around you. So, moving further on into the reading, and I can see why from what I've just picked up for your current situation, where you have this want to move on, gather your things together and just start moving on. Because I feel in your heart, you know there's something better out there for you. As if I could, and this is a build-up of knowledge. I feel like you want to learn, to study, to get somewhere. So just a quick recap on where we are. This controlled environment, I feel, where people are using the loveliness about you is being held against you and to control you. So you are at a point where you're ready to move on and to start picking up. And I feel you also learn, you're wanting to gain knowledge. Like I'm getting a study feeling, or trying to get more insight of how to move on. And I think it feels like a more intuitive feeling where you know that deep down what you have to do to get to where you want. So this is now the part of the reading where I get some advice for you. And I feel you need to force the situation where the image I'm getting shown. Do you know when you see the couples in a relationship, and it goes to the next point, and you start saying, okay, right, there's plans, and before the plans are actually made or agreed, there's a lot of hot air and talk. Yeah, we'll do this, yeah, we'll do this. And then finally the crunch time appears, where you say, and where it comes to making commitments, or actually talking the talk rather than just walking the talk, where we actually put things into motion. I feel this is going to be the turning point for you to get clarity. I feel so by you getting things to a point and say, right, okay, this is the final bit where you like signing on the dotted line to get final confirmation on where things are going. I feel this person's this is where the change is going to be, where you will see actually going through. It's pretty much like with the business situation. I've heard the saying, you know who your true friends are when you go into business, and then you see people dropping by the side, and I feel as you go forward with things, you'll see this person dropping out, because I don't think they're going to be on board with this, and this will give you that clarity and freedom that I feel you will need to be able to move on. So having said that, be careful with the commitments. So I feel this is a crafty game you need to play, and I don't want to try and advise you to be horrible to someone, because that's not what this is all about. This is just giving you advice. I feel just by pushing the boundaries to see how things go would give you that clarity, but I don't feel right now is the time to start making further commitments. And also, we're currently going through a Mercury retrograde, so things are very up in the air at the moment. It's not the right time to start making. You wouldn't build a house without a solid foundation, and same with this. The way the planets are, the energy around, things are not solid, so it's not the right time to start laying down the first bricks to moving on, to making further plans. Moving on, yes, but to make solid plans, long-term commitments, is not the right time for you. Well, it's not the right time for anyone, because all the Mercury retrograde. So, how do I see things panning out for you? There is going to be a feeling of you looking at things a bit glass half empty. You could see like a bit of barren land and think, oh, there's nothing there, but that's a blank landscape for you to build up on. But I feel you'll be seeing the negative side of things for the short time. But then there is going to be a change as you move on from the colder place. I feel you moving on, and someone catching your eye, or something going to catch your eye. So and what's going to catch your eye is, I feel that what's going to catch you, you're going to see the way someone is behaving, the way they're interacting, and that's going to attract you. You're going to think, I like that. I like the way that's being done. I like the way that person's being, and that whole aura about this person is going to draw you to them. Now, I'm unsure whether this is regarding a relationship or some kind of business plan, but I do feel the way things are going to pan out. Initially, you'll see barren land where it could be seen as a blank canvas. So I feel you looking at things in a bit of a negative way, but that will all change, because I feel you, as you rise up above things, I feel you're going to feel more content within yourself. And then I feel your eye is going to catch someone or something, and you're going to be really, how they behave and interact and conduct themselves is going to really appeal to you, and that's going to draw you in, and then there's going to be another change in your life from that. So I do hope I'd managed to give you some clarification on how things are panning out for you. Many thanks for letting me read for you. Many thanks and many blessings.